This is Judy Woods. It's my local woodland area, and for the next 90 days it will be my subject of investigation. I'm here from the first day of winter until the last to observe and depict the forest visually. There was just one potential issue. I can't paint or draw, but that's not going to stop me. I've chosen a nice looking tree. It is very large, very majestic. It's got some unusual shapes to it. I'm just going to go in and do an outline of the tree now. Tree, yeah. Let's get a big brush here and just block in some big colours. This was my first attempt at drawing a tree since I was around 12 years old, and unsurprisingly there have been no major improvements since then. And then that's the end of my first day of the project, and I've produced this image, which is this tree. That's how I've seen it today, which is a bit worrying, isn't it? I think you can just about tell it's a tree. What went wrong during the tree's life is up to the viewer's interpretation. Today's subject is this tree stump. I don't know if that's a stump. It's a bit tall to be a stump, but it's definitely not still a full tree, is it? I can actually see how this would be very therapeutic and quite relaxing if it wasn't fucking pissing it down. I want it to be impressionistic, and I didn't do that yesterday. What I did yesterday was shit. I like to think that I was providing, on some level, a public service by documenting the forest in this way. Not that anyone had asked me to do it, and if they had, I would certainly not be the right man for the job. It still does look like a little boy's done it, but very good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow now. Good morning, it's Christmas Day today, the most festive of all the days. The worst day of the year for me is this one. Are you ready? I'll pretend to be a dog walker. Happy New Year! If that's you, I think you need to take a look at yourself, because you're the reason socially awkward people can't have a nice relaxed walk until the 2nd of January. I was interested in this project for two main reasons. Number one, I wanted to see how much I could improve at a skill like drawing over a 90-day period, and secondly, it was my intention to observe how the forest would change throughout the course of a season. Probably won't do another painting till next year now. But before I was to master the art of putting marks on a page, it transpired that there was another, more fundamental skill that I needed to get to grips with. It's only after having a good long look that we can be satisfied that we've really taken it all in. So we find that drawing begins with how we use our eyes, what to look for, and then how to look at it. So basically what I've taken from that is the drawing bit is step 2, whereas step 1 is actually have a good look. It then occurred to me that a good way to track my progress would be to return to the same subjects again and again. So I've come to this path at the past 2 days now. I'm struggling a little bit, but I think if I come here the next few days and study it, hopefully I can improve how I paint it. I think I do get incrementally better at translating the space, because I think I understand it a bit better each time. One of the Cubism co-founders called Georges Braque, he's on about when he's in his studio, he likes to have all his paintings that he's done up around so he can look at them, and he says, I'm in the middle of my canvases like a gardener among his trees. This will be my exhibition. I'm going to be able to witness the evolution of the season of winter, and also the evolution of hopefully my skills as a painter perhaps. I'm really enjoying my painting. It's one of the few times where I believe I encounter the flow state. I had a dream last night, and it was Tiger Woods. He was doing paintings of bunkers, but he'd done like a Monet style with all the little dots, and he was being interviewed about this painting he'd done. He was saying basically, the more dots you do, the more that's entertaining your audience. For the most part, the project was going well. But you have your bad days, don't you? The forest on a day like today can be quite dreary, devoid of light and colour and happiness. I've not enjoyed this today. It's been raining the whole time, and the picture I've produced, I don't like it. I don't like the colours. I don't think I've presented the space very well at all. And a bit fed up with the project, to be honest. Maybe it's just today and the weather, but I'm not enjoying coming here every day. Perhaps it's not until the grey skies have been studied intently that the sunrise reveals its true majesty. The forest is completely transformed now the sun has come out. It's become such a dynamic space. It does make it a bit more difficult though, because the sun is constantly on the move, isn't it? I always want to look back at it and go, do you mind? I was just painting that and you've changed everything now. Each tree has a very distinctive character. There's not many chances in your life where you have a chance to just stare at a tree for an hour, unless that's what you're into. This might be the longest anyone's ever stared at this tree. Probably not, but it might be. I'll take the drawing home, I'll go back and I'll look at David Hockley iPad drawing and I'll compare them, I'll look and I'll go, how did he do that? I initially felt a bit bad doing that because it felt just like trying to rip him off or copy him. But I think you've got to do that if you want to learn. David Hockney's iPad paintings are what stimulated this project. I listened a lot to Hockney talk whilst I was painting, trying to understand his view on life and art.
The world is very, very beautiful if you look at it, but most people don't look very much, do they? They scan the ground in front of them so they can walk, but they don't really look at things incredibly well.
Check this out. This has added a whole new challenge. I've never painted the snow before, but if anything it makes painting the paths a lot simpler. This is what you get when you're here every day. You see just how radically the forest can change overnight. Sorry. Yeah.
Filming anything special?
I'm just painting, so
Oh, I see, right.
I'm just filming me painting, yeah. But yeah. Although my interactions with animals and members of the public were going remarkably smoothly, I did feel that the quality of pictures was stagnating, but I was about to discover some useful information. I was in the library the other day and I stumbled across the restricted section, and what I found was a book called How to Paint Like Renoir. In that book it basically talks about the idea of working in layers. I think because I've not had that grounding in the physical medium of oil paint, I've never worked starting from the back of the canvas and working outwards, so I think I'm going to be more patient today. I'm working all on one layer and I'm building things up gradually. Before, I was doing my painting and getting halfway through and I was thinking, this just doesn't look like it, does it? And it doesn't look good. But because I've read that book, it gave example pictures of this is what it looks like to begin with, this is what it looks like halfway through, and this is what it looks like finished. It only looks good at the end, and you don't have to be stressed that you're not happy with it, because you're just doing it. I don't need to worry about what it looks like halfway through, so I'm going to try and just enjoy building it. I've completed January, made it through it. It was a tough one at times, some challenging conditions. You can see a lot of the bare soil and the heavily decayed leaves. But then I looked a bit closer and I've seen my first flower. I think it's a flower, it might be a weed or a dandelion, but in a sea of decay, today there's life. What I've been hearing David Hockney talk about recently is space and movement. That's what I'm trying to do here, is create that.
The whole of landscape experience is really spatial. It's a spatial experience. We like space. I mean, I do. I'm a space freak, really.
When you see a baby looking at something in a cafe, there's purpose in that look. I'd framed the project in my mind as an advancement of a skill. We've got a fresh batch of pictures ready for the wall. But in order to make that advancement, a regression had to take place. I had to look at things intently for the first time since I was in a pram. This makes me feel ill, this picture. I don't know what I was thinking. I know the perfect place to put this, in this little space here behind the mirror. There we go. Coming together though, isn't it? We're starting to see a few more blues, yeah, and brighter greens. I have got a new job, which is fantastic news. Absolutely buzzing with that. But it has been a considerable obstruction to the painting project. It's dark when I set off for work and it's dark when I come back. I have still been painting. I've been doing pictures from my commute. So I did one of the train station, one of the car park of the train station. But today I've come back and I've returned to this scene I've painted before. It's all I've been thinking about drawing this. I just love this scene. Bit of a darker light today I've got. The sun's just set and I think I'm going to have to act quickly to capture this now. Yeah, it'll be a good challenge. Just observing this water today and it's incredibly hypnotic. Started looking at hundreds of explosions going off on a war map. I'm going back to basics today. I just wonder, is there something to be learned from doing stuff on paper and not having an undo button? Perhaps it will allow me to simplify the scene.
Just a hobby, or is that for college?
Yeah, just a hobby, yeah.
I can see you out here.
One of the first things you're taught when you're getting the paints out of school is that if you mix blue and red you get purple. But I'd always considered that to be a process that occurred before brush was put to paper and not one that could take place directly on the page. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Because two colours aren't two colours anymore, they're three. And did you really know what colours you were going to create just then? Maybe all the best colours happen by accident. I've been painting from my imagination. One day, basically, I didn't have time to come to the forest, so I thought, well, I'll just make one up then. Because I've been here every day for 2 months. It's in my mind. The space is in my mind, so I tried to put the space on paper from memory. This picture I'm calling Judy Woods from the Mind's Eye.
He said to a friend, you can't really see the cathedral from here. Whereas there we were, sitting, looking at it. To see it, you've got to get up here and walk around it and come back. So I thought, well, yes, it's right. You'd understand more what the mass is. And they'd actually see more, and you'd see it differently from the person who hadn't done that. But the mind's eye is real. God, if you think reality TV is real, the mind's eye is super real, isn't it?
No, I think I might go for all three trees today. I've been used to painting these two. What if I incorporated that one there? Get to see how much it changes in different lights. I'm not sure if I'm getting much better, but I'm definitely not getting worse. Some days I feel like I produce the worst drawing I've produced yet, but other days I produce my favourite one. And I think it's really easy for me to get disheartened when I produce an all-time worst. But what am I going to do? Not produce any? Because I'm worried about producing a new all-time worst. I'm not scared of the all-time worst. Good morning, it's March the 1st today, if you can believe such a thing. Just towards the end of February, I feel like I was just finding my form a bit. I did a puddle, which I'm really happy with. Today I'm painting these 3 trees in a row. It almost looks like a tunnel towards that last tree. Everything's flowing that way.
Anyway, he said, oh, get yourself some makeup on so you don't look so ugly.
Ooh, that's horrible.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the 1st of March.
Okay.
Actually, I like the 2nd of March too.
I've just phoned it in today. I've come here, I'm low on energy and I've produced this. I don't like it, I'm not a big fan of it, but at least I've turned up. There was a chance I could have really got into that today and I didn't, but if I'd have stayed at home, I'd have guaranteed I'd have never got into it. How wet is that dog's mouth? Look how foamy it is as well. What's he had for breakfast? Fairy liquid. I've been enjoying experimenting with different mediums, different brushes. I did one with, this was a marker pen, this one, with quite a luminous blue, and I really enjoyed that. And I also put a lot of effort into the path. It took me a long time. You see all them little circles there? I've started doing just mad stuff with the sky. Just trying to be a bit more free with it, and a bit more, you know, whatever happens, happens, and get a few of the mad brushes out and just have some fun. Welcome to March the 12th and what feels like the 74th overcast day in a row. I like the blue sky, and it's tough when I'm having back-to-back days like this. Feels a little bit uninspiring and it doesn't fire me up. But yeah, I'll push on. I'm on a bad run of form, lads. I do a couple pictures that I'm pleased with, and then I just have one day where I don't have it in me to put something joyful on the page. I did this yesterday, and I look at that and I just feel a bit, there have been some good days. I'm just on a bad run, and I need to remember that. Got a sunny day today, and look at what's happened to the forest. Transformed. I needed this. There's a lot more shadows to work with, which is very exciting. You can't afford to go stale, can you? To combat that, I'm going for the acrylics. It's just a change, isn't it? Turns out it's a bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Do you know what I realised though? It's so important for me to put myself in a situation where I can't give up, or at least giving up comes with a consequence. Because if I hadn't have put myself in this frame where I've got to paint every day for the winter, I would have stopped by now, because I've had too many days where I've come in and I've had a bad day and I've not drawn the way I wanted to draw. If I wasn't in this format and given myself this task, I would have given up, and I haven't given up. I'm here. I was watching, what's it called, Get Back? The Beatles have got a deadline to record an album where they don't have the songs yet. The music they're playing is not good.
Nice though. I mean, Corny's all right in this one.
And it's not good again and again and again, and they're arguing a little bit, and it's just 3 days of this. This is the first 40 minutes. You're thinking, everyone goes on about the Beatles. Were they any good? But the Beatles aren't sat there cringing at themselves going, oh, we're not good anymore. Some of them do that. You see George do that a bit.
Okay, that's all right.
I think it's awful, actually.
Well, we're going to improve
If we had a tape recorder now and just taped down and played it back, you'd throw that out straight away.
right.
But Paul's like, no, it's all right. We're just started. We'll work it out. We will work it out. And then they come in one morning and Paul's just there on his bass, like, and it's sounding as sort of unremarkable as it has been sounding so far. But he's still going, and you start to tune in and you go, oh, he's writing Get Back right now. He's doing it. He stumbled upon something, and he stumbled upon something because he refused to pack it in 2 days earlier when morale was at its lowest. Everybody thought it wasn't working, and he kept going. Just a great attitude to have towards anything creative. Just don't be too hard on yourself in the early stages, and just keep going, keep playing, and something will happen where you get excited and you think, yeah, we can run with it.
Are you the fella that's been painting all winter?
Yes.
You've been sort of down here with
Oh yeah, I've been
an umbrella and everything.
Yeah,
I've wondered. Get down. Come here. I've wondered.
I don't want any of us to get too emotional, but this is the last day. This is the first day of spring, or at least I thought it was. It's actually 2 days after the first day of spring. I got the date wrong. I've decided to end it today at my two favourite trees, the big one and the little one. I'm not 100% sure if this has been a success, because at the start I was convinced I was going to become Picasso by the end of it, and I haven't. I've definitely got better. Some of them I've done and I've thought, I quite like that, but it is like a 80-20 split, with the 80 being, Jesus, that's bad. I don't mind that, because the thing I'm most happy with is I was looking at all my pictures on the wall and I thought, I'm just happy I did something, because the winter is bleak and it's really easy to do nothing, but I did something.
world is an exciting place visually. I mean, children think so. Children are thrilled by it, always. So am I, actually.